Employees at Lincoln Hills School and Youth Prison feel they've lost control over the inmates. They think Act 10 and a recent ruling by a federal judge limiting discipline are to blame. But a Milwaukee senator wants to solve that situation by closing the prison and transferring inmates to regional ones. Newswatch 12's Rose McBride spoke with Lena Taylor and joins us live in the studio with more. Rose, good evening.
Lane, Senator Taylor introduced a series of juvenile justice bills this summer. These bills called for things like moving juvenile corrections under the Department of Children and Families, ending solitary confinement, and taking a trauma-informed care approach for inmates. After recent assaults this fall, now Taylor introduced a bill to shut down the prison. But not everyone thinks that's the solution.
This is like enough is enough.
Democratic Senator Lena Taylor believes Lincoln Hills School and Youth Prison isn't fulfilling its purpose.
We're not rehabilitating. It's not a space for correction, for rehabilitation.
Taylor says she has tried talking to Governor Walker to create a special session, set aside more budget money, and to accept the help of experts. But now she says it's time to explore other options.
We should not have a facility that you're not adequately staffing, that you are not adequately training, and that you are not giving the adequate supports for a safe environment for workers and for youth and for rehabilitation of those youth.
She thinks bringing young inmates back to the area they are from would help with rehabilitation. That way, the inmates will be closer to their families and the community they will return to. Many are from the Milwaukee area. But not everyone thinks that's a good idea.
I think it can be healthy sometimes to get out of the environment that fostered the problems to begin with.
Republican Senator Tom Tiffany represents Lincoln County, where Lincoln Hills is located. He doesn't want to see the facility move, but wants to see changes at Lincoln Hills to improve safety for staff. He cited a federal judge's order to limit solitary confinement and pepper spray as a problem for the prison.
When you hear some of the statements from the youth offenders that are in Lincoln Hills, it's very clear that they were saying, we know what the judge put out for an order, and we believe we run the place now.
Another issue that moving the prison would create is the removal of state jobs from the Northwoods. Many state jobs are available in Dane County because that's where a lot of the government agencies are located. There are also a variety available in Milwaukee County. But here in Lincoln County and the surrounding area, most jobs come from the Department of Natural Resources or the Department of Corrections right here at Lincoln Hills.
The jobs are important, and there's a lot of people that make a living there. But that's not the reason to have it in northern Wisconsin. The reason to have it here is because it's been a successful facility in turning wayward youth around.
Taylor doesn't want to take away jobs. Instead, she hopes to repurpose the institution for people who commit minor infractions like OWIs. By moving youth to regional facilities, Taylor hopes the inmates and staff will be safer.
I'd rather see it closed than someone lose their life.
Senator Taylor isn't sure if her bill will even be granted a public hearing. She calls her bill a response to the result of mismanagement. Lane.